Professor, may I also ask you a question? You have a very interesting article on the situation of low-wage workers. And as far as I understood it, you advocate subsidies to firms to hire such workers in bigger proportions than they do now. How does this approach correlate to your idea of stimulating as much as possible innovative activities?
That's, to me, that's a very interesting question. When I wrote several papers in the 1990s about the dreadfully low employment and the depressed wages in the bottom tenth of the labor force, the bottom decile of the labor force. I wasn't thinking very much about economic dynamism, and I was simply thinking about how can we repair that situation. And so what I came to propose was a system of subsidizing companies for their current employment of low-wage people. It's a little like making workers have two kinds of productivity. Productivity that can be measured by the goods that come out the factory door, but there's also, from the company's point of view, there's also the productivity of the worker in generating a subsidy. The company likes to have a subsidy, as well as goods going out the door. So, so that makes the workers more valuable. So companies then hire more of them. Employment is pulled up. And as employment is pulled up, that pulls up wages too. But there is a link between that work in the 1990s and my work on dynamism and innovation. Dynamism, I mean, kind of a capability to innovate. And my work on dynamism and innovation in the last decade. The link is that as I was thinking about the plight of the low-wage worker, it occurred to me that, gee, the country is is witnessing the upbringing of all these young kids whose parents have no connection with the main institutions of society. The parents in the disadvantaged neighborhoods have no jobs, never been inside a company, don't know anything about what's going on in the country, have no first-hand experience. So that creates a kind of a whole population of people coming up, coming of age, becoming adults, who didn't learn anything about careers, work, or anything like that in their home life, in their upbringing. So as I thought about it, and I thought, okay, that's really terrible. They're being deprived of challenges, the challenge of work, the involvement in work. They're not going to have an opportunity to be engaged, to solve problems. So out of thinking about the problem of young people, disadvantaged young people who are going to be without work, from thinking about that, that led me to think about the intellectual and emotional development that comes to people from being in a job and having challenges and having exciting stimuli. And then it was, so that led me to appreciate more the importance of innovation, which is what I wrote about in the next decade.
Thank you very much. There is probably one more question, if you don't mind, Professor. Oh, it's okay. Let's. Okay. So, thank you very much, Professor. It was really. You delivered an excellent speech to us, and I think it is very important for us, because a lot of discussions now is taking place in this country about the role of innovation, of how we should create such an innovative system, about the role of borrowing modern technology, what should be the proportion of borrowing and innovating ourselves. And your point of view was extremely important and useful for us. In the end of our meeting, I have to say that academician Sadovnici, rector of the university, asked me in the end of our meeting to hand you a document, a gratitude to you on the occasion of your visiting Moscow State University and giving this lecture. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.